Well, wax on, wax off is a very serious session at Mount Buller, normally done on a Friday night at about 12 o'clock in the morning, and it's always got to be done with a bottle of red wine. You can't do wax on, wax off without red wine.
What's in your glass?
White wine. I'm serving a dry white wine for Al, because he's just left. We've got a few tools here.
Tools of the trade.
Tools of the trade. This is the deburrer. And if you slip, you're blunting, so I blunt everybody's skis, except for my own I concentrate very hard on. This is a file which you can do the same thing for. You can just run lightly down the ski. I should be showing you. Like that, but on the bench. I probably should do it, but we've got space issues, but you can do it with one of these. And I just put my foot there, hold that steady. Only a little bit of pressure because you're just taking the burrs off, let the file do all the work. And just down. Whoop. So you're blunting it there.
Beautiful.
The Schwartzy blunt. So
nice, smooth wrist action.
Smooth down the ski.
Should get the girls to do that smooth wrist action, I reckon.
We have, that's another kind of one you can get. You can buy all these in the shop. We have wax. So we'll show you what we do with that in a minute. We do it with an iron to make the skis go faster. This is P-Tex. P-Tex is for filling the holes in your ski. We'll show you that in a minute. That's one there. And I think this is another deburring type instrument.
That's a diamond file.
Diamond file.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. I don't know how to use those. You can get different sorts of wax for different sorts of conditions. At Mount Buller we use wax for water, snow. This week, however, we could have used wax like that because it goes up to -4. And once we finish the waxing, you can either polish with polish with a rag to smoothen it out, or polish it with this Toko brush. Ashcan's famous tool.
Yes. So, alright. Very nice. Well, we'll pick up the action next with a bit of P-Tex base filling in a moment.
Got to be careful when you light it. You don't drip the wax onto you because it's very
And what is
hot.
that black stick?
It's called P-Tex.
Right.
And this is what you fill your ski with.
Beautiful blue flame there, Chris.
Yes, beautiful blue flame.
And we're using black P-Tex.
For a black base.
There we go, see that big hole there? That's what rocks do. So you fill it with this black plastic called P-Tex. And you see how it's a little bit high. And what happens is when the plastic melts in, you then scrape it off to a mirror finish. With the scraper, which you will see in another minute. Beautiful job.
Rather big hole here, so I'm going to have to do it go over it a few times. So I go back to the start. Ready?
Rolling.
What I do first is we've connected an iron, old iron, no water in there. What I do is I just heat the base, just quickly go over the base like that, because the opens the pores of the base a bit, and it just has to be a bit warm. And then we just put the wax on like this. Now you don't need a lot of wax. It spreads quite easily. I just run down the ski like this.
See the way that wax is dripping onto the ski, like droplets, and then the iron melts it even more, smooths it out. You end up with all this beautifully smooth wax on your ski.
And not on you, hopefully, because the wax is hot. And it's like getting a wax. A few of us need a wax. And on she goes. And that's called wax on. And that's what Al keeps going on about. Our famous Al Hansen, most qualified ski instructor in the club. And then I usually give it one smooth. You can stop by the brake there. You don't worry about that too much because the scraper will take that off. Like that. And voila. So you have a finish, something like this. This will dry, and you get the scraper and polisher, and we'll show you that as the next step. Right, so, as you can see out there, we have waxed on. Now, this is called wax off. And this is where the famous saying by Alan Hansen comes from. And we give it fairly firm, right up to the brake, sneak in there, and just that. And that's all enough to hold it. And because we've put it on thinly, that's about as much as you need to take off. And now we polish with this or just a normal rag. See, don't know what all that stuff is.
That's alright, that's beautiful. I think you then clean it off with a rag, I reckon. Yeah. Nice push it.
Give it a
This sort of
polish.
pushes the wax into the pores of the plastic or PTEX,
Give it a polish.
and then comes back to the mirror finish.
You can just use just the rag for the whole lot, but the brush, seeing we had it, we thought we'd show you how to use that.
And just see that shine on the skis. Wow.
Beautiful waxing, even with the edge.
So we've deburred it, we've waxed
Deburred,
it.
and they sharpen that little tool sharpen the edges as well. So that ski's ready to go into Morgan on the fresh powder snow.
For some high performance skiing. Wonderful. Alright, well I think I might go now and leave Chris to the quiver of skis here. There's a small bunch in the corner and a few more roundabout. We're back in a few hours and Chris should have worked up a bit of a handsome sweat. Alright.
Right.